What's up, guys? I'm Vocal Strike, and welcome back to another video of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Reverse of Arcadia. I am with Kinetic.
What's happening, everybody? I hope you're having a shockingly good day.
And last time, the Arcadia movement has fallen. Sayer is dead.
But presumed dead. He's a cockroach. He's not actually dead. I guarantee it.
Now, it also has been a bit, like, what, a good few weeks since last we recorded, so memory's a bit fuzzy.
I will say this. Then I'll be here to help in just a moment. I'm just getting things set up in personal life.
I think we did run, what's his name, Blister?
We gave Blister's package to the guy at the bar, if I remember correctly.
So now we gotta return to Blister.
But I was gonna say, pretty soon, we are going to need to do some work.
What kind of work?
We're gonna need to build a turbo duel deck. Because within a few duels, I believe, should be our first turbo duel. And they're not nice about your first turbo duel opponent.
Oh, there's something here we didn't interact with before, I don't think. Looks like a really old fire extinguisher. It probably wouldn't really work in a pinch. I wonder if Akisa's gotten any better.
You'll see
nope.
in a minute.
Who was Blister again? I think this one was me?
I don't remember who anyone was, if I'm being honest. I just remember Blister plays monkeys, so he has my respect. Oh, you delivered it? Well, that sure helps me out. And right on time, too. We just finished our work.
Why does he sound like Jack Atlas?
He's supposed to be Australian with that jacket, but fair enough. Sorry, you got another favor to ask. I have to go out now.
Oh.
Could you house sit for me for the night? Genuine question.
Yeah?
Do you think your viewers would be interested in us doing, for example, some of the Tag Force games? Or, GX Spirit Call?
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed, personally. It's more Yu-Gi-Oh! And I love Yu-Gi-Oh!
GX Spirit Caller would be an interesting one for me. And it's the only one I would specifically recommend for Arcadia, because it was a game I always wanted to play as a kid. And then when I finally got access to it through one of my multi-card games, I found out that I sort of bricked my game with one of the cheats I turned on, and it auto-crashed anytime you hovered over the closet.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You, however, are Yusei.
Yeah, I know. Sure thing. Honestly, Yusei is just my normal voice. Which arguably does kind of fit whenever we don't have D-Man with us.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that, mate. Playing Ty the Tasmanian Tiger the other day. Leave me alone.
Okay, so now what? It's been an eventful day. You must be pretty tired too, huh? Well, why don't we get... Oop. Why don't we get some rest until Akiza wakes up? Game is slightly lagging, and I know that's not because of OBS. Though I think my PC has actually been lagging ever so slightly ever since I've last updated the graphics card, the NVIDIA card. The NVIDIA graphics drive, so that might be what's happening, and I can't do anything about it.
Fair enough. I will say this, zombie decks just keep getting better, but some of the best zombie cards were already printed by this era, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, for context, we were actually already in discussions about Yu-Gi-Oh! And some zombie cards before we actually started recording.
I play zombies. I play zombies almost as much as I play heroes.
He loves the undead.
Necromancer.
Honestly, surprises me that you don't run Vendread. Because that is literally undead anti-hero.
Oh, it's simple. I run vampires.
But that's also because you love Castlevania.
Well, also because vampires have been a pet deck for me since I watched GX as a child.
In the middle of the night.
Oh no.
You get a very uneasy feeling.
Oh yeah, no, you couldn't get jumped. I guarantee. What's funny is, after a certain point in time, I won't be able to give you much guidance anymore outside of duels because after a little bit more of the story, I haven't played further in recent years. I completed the game when I was like 10 and haven't done it since.
Oh, the Darksiders are already making their move. We got ourselves some brainwashed punks. Mason.
That sounds about right.
Mason, these guys have the mark of the spider. I sense another duelist's energy coming from the room Akiza's in. But she's still not in fighting condition. You better head over there, now. So Yusei's gonna be dealing with those two punks by himself, which, let's be honest, he's capable of doing just that. I believe I was Akiza as well.
That's entirely possible. You just don't want me doing another high-pitched girl voice. Let's be real here.
Like, honestly, you come out really loud through my headphones, despite the fact it's the total opposite for OBS when we record. I don't know why. And if you do any high-pitched voice, it goes straight to my ears and it hurts like hell. And I can't do girl voices to save my life. Okay, you're just gonna say the same thing. Hey, punk!
Funny enough, there is an interesting amount of support that was released for zombies in the 5D's era that actually led to a bunch of other cards being printed because they were a bit too restrictive early on with synchros.
So the deck is called Gung Ho. What do you think this is? Do you think it's a rush deck?
I remember dueling this guy and it taking less than 2 turns when I didn't have access to all the cards in the game. My only problem with GX Spirit Caller is they're a bit frugal. Ooh!
Yeah, no, we got a hand! We got a hand!
Yeah, less of a hand than I particularly like. Let's see what you draw.
H Heated Heart.
This is definitely not what I hoped for.
The A-Forces. First and foremost.
I was gonna say, if you wanted to use freaking Fusion Gate to Fusion Summon, you'd need to banish the 2 card, which is not ideal. If you want to use Miracle Fusion to Fusion Summon, they need to both be in the grave. What if you just set Woodsman and pass?
Save H Heated Heart for later then?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I was thinking of, what was it, Old Oversoul, where we add an elemental hero?
Emergency Call.
Emergency Call, that's it.
If it had been Emergency Call, I would have just told you to search for another hero, pitch King of the Swamp for the poly, and then you got a fusion, and then you can Miracle Fuse. For example, you could have searched the Sparkman.
What's this guy doing? Admittedly, I don't like the back row, but this guy's a coward.
Yeah.
Heat. The Tower of Babel. Okay. Interesting card.
He's got a burn deck.
Oh, great, burn. Gotta love the burn.
I would say summon Heat.
I mean, yeah.
He unfortunately does not get the buff from A-Forces, but Woodsman will at least get a buff from himself, putting him at 1500. And then if I was going, or 1200, but if I was going to H-Heated Heart either of them, it would probably be Heat just for more guaranteed damage. The problem with Miracle Fusion is your only specific target, if you were to pitch King of the Swamp, is Terra Firma. King of the Swamp would only add absolute 0 to your list, and we don't run Inferno, which, for good reason. So, yeah, it's not necessarily your best play here. Plus, if we leave Miracle Fusion alone, heck, even if you leave H-Heated Heart alone and don't go for Piercing, we still have an established board state for our opponent's inevitable comeback.
So just go and swing for it?
Yeah. I would say so. I mean, you could use H-Heated Heart. That is a perfectly fine play here. I'm just saying, for right now, swing for the fences, boyo.
I think I'm gonna go for the H-Heated Heart. And just... That would bring Woodsman up to 1800. And that would bring Heat up to 2500.
But the real will bring Woodsman up to 1700.
Oh no, you're right. For some reason, I thought it was 13. I thought it was on 13.
I would say Woodsman, not for the matter of piercing damage, but because if Woodsman's at a higher attack value, you can safely punch through your opponent's board versus, you know. Sure, I get the piercing from Heat, but Woodsman might just swing into something and do more damage to me than it's worth.
We're gonna want to be careful on spells, though.
Oh, I know. That's partially why I'm trying to keep you from going gung-ho and diffusing just yet.
Skelangel.
I mean, you still got a decent chunk of damage.
And he gets to draw a card.
Oh, no. Man, gonna say, alright, I drew Pot of Greed to play. Pot of Greed to play. Pot of Greed. Oh, we have an Exodia.
Dekoichi Battle Enchanted Locomotive.
That's another draw.
Draw one card for each face-up Bokoichi, the trading card you control. Draw an additional card.
Yep. So he still gets one card. If he had, like, 3 of the monster on the field, he would have drawn 4.
Yeah, but that's not even worth it. That is not worth it effect-wise.
The Bokichi, maybe. The draw a card, that can be pretty handy. But
well,
no, the guy at our local, love when we say this week is... Oh, no.
Bountiful Artemis. Draw one card from your deck each time a counter trap card is activated. There goes Woodsman.
Yep.
And that's it. Necroshade.
Oh, you kind of suck for this. Can Fusion Gate use cards in hand? Well, no, because
Oh,
it's still
whoops.
bad. Never mind.
Confusion without the use of polymerization. Fusion material used for fusion summon. It does not say, so I think it can be used in the hand. But it banishes Necroshade, which honestly makes Necroshade useless.
I was going to say, the only thing you could really fusion summon with Necroshade at this point anyway is Dark Fright. Which is not that big of a pull here. Well, I guess you could use it to summon Absolute Zero. But that also feels like sort of a waste.
Actually, can't Absolute Zero... This monster cannot be special summoned except by fusion summon. This card gains 500 attack for each face-up water monster on the field except Absolute Zero. When this card is removed from the field, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Don't we have something that deals with back row?
No. Stratus.
Ah. I thought we had a fusion that dealt with back row.
No, heroes unfortunately do not. Says the hero player that has been Magic Cylinder one too many times.
I don't think it's worth using Candace Wants Effect yet.
But the problem is, it's a battle damage tie, if I remember correctly.
No, 1600.
Oh, fair enough. Punch him in the face.
Oh, nope. Pushing the wrong buttons. It's only 200 damage, which is pennies, but damage is damage.
200 damage adds up. When realistically, you could, outside of a rare, you would pay to just subtract the last two zeros.
He's got nothing. Clayman. So we got our wall, our second wall.
He can make Thunder Giant.
We could make Thunder Giant.
Is it bad that I honestly think Absolute Zero would be better to make? He has higher.
We could make Gaia.
Well, we could always make Gaia. We just have to pitch freaking King of the Swamp and use Miracle Fusion. But Gaia's even less worth it because they control no monsters. Could I make a really stupid suggestion?
Oh boy, are we going to get clapped?
No. I think we might have a kill here.
A kill?
So I need you to pitch Absolute, or pitch King of the Swamp from your hand for polymerization.
Okay.
Next, you're going to use that polymerization to fuse Necroshade and Clayman in your hands to get Gaia.
Oh, by the way, also messed with some settings on OBS, so hopefully audio overall between the game, Jack, and myself should be a little bit better.
Hopefully. Alright, now that we've got Gaia, we've also got a lot more hero targets.
Divine Wrath. Discard one card from your hand, negate the activation of effect monster's effect, and destroy that monster.
Well, that's annoying, but it gets rid of it from the future. I forgot that takes auto-activate the effect when it's summoned. You can still Miracle Fuse.
And we Miracle Fuse who exactly? Thunder Giant?
I personally would summon Absolute Zero, not Thunder Giant. Absolute Zero has higher attack and potential punishment if they were moving. Thunder Giant has less attack, and as long as they have no monsters, they don't have a target for its effect.
So we need a water monster, and we can...
I would say Woodsman.
Whoever plays that fourth spell card takes 3,000 damage.
Yep.
Dust Tornado. There goes A-Forces.
I'm not surprised. He is trying to force you into playing that fourth spell card because I don't think he has. Gosh dang it, I had a bag of cereal just a minute ago. What did I do with it? Because as of right now, I don't think he really has anything to stop us. And I see no real need for us to activate a fourth spell card.
There is absolutely. Curse of Darkness. Each time a spell card is activated, the controller of that spell card takes 1,000 points of damage. So he really wants you to pay for using back row.
Well, using spells, it doesn't do anything with traps, you'll notice. Besides,
now, should we set him on fire, or should we freeze him?
I think he deserves a cold reception.
Fair enough. Send him to the Ice Age.
Fun fact for you, Ice Age is actually the name of, if I remember correctly, it's the name of Absolute Zero's destruction effect. I could be wrong. Chat, don't correct me if I'm wrong. Or, sorry, comments, don't correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, I'm used to being on stream, not on video.
Oh. Where am I? What have you done to me? I knew I shouldn't have let my guard down. Thanks.
Poor Akiza.
Oh! Oh, that wasn't her about to collapse. I thought that was her collapsing. No, that's her snapping.
So,
Destroy. I must destroy everything.
you know what that sounds like to me? Somebody's about to be dealing with the Suicide Bomber Dragon.
Oh, fuck. I'm all alone in this world.
If I sent you an image, could you insert it into... Hold up. If I sent you an image, could you insert it into the video?
I can in editing, yes.
Alright, I'll send you it when we're done, because it's perfect for this.
I'm all alone. I'm all alone in this world. All alone. I don't need anyone else. I'll tear this world apart. And you with it. Oh, shit. We're fitting to get clapped.
Yeah, Keys is ready to throw hands. Prepare to get clapped.
Well, I mean, we have heroes, so I will destroy everything.